morning and a very warm welcome. You are watching Janata Television and this is the English Bulletin with me, Anustha Acharya. The top stories first. Government imposes ban on entry of people from 9 countries, steps of surveillance in border areas on view of Omicron variant. CPN Unified Socialist Chairman against commercialization of education health sectors says professionalism is essential to ensure welfare of the people. Qatar urges Nepal to lift the ban on hiring domestic helpers. The two countries agree to revise 2005 Labour Pact. WHO offers hope in fight against Omicron, says measures used against Delta should work for the new variant. And Croatia beat Serbia in doubles to reach Davis Cup final. World number 1 pair Medvedev and Nikola Mektic have not dropped a set in 4 wins. And now the news in detail. The government has decided to impose a ban on arrival of people from 9 countries, including African countries, that have reported cases of Omicron virus. The decision taken by a cabinet meeting on Monday has come into effect from December 3. Following the cabinet decision, the passenger arriving in Nepal that came from 9 countries should mandatorily stay in hotel quarantine for 7 days on their own expenses. A meeting of the Council of Ministers on Monday had decided to restrict the passengers from South Africa, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Namibia, Eswatini, Lesotho, Mozambique, Malawi and Hong Kong. The Office of the Prime Minister and Council of Ministers stated that the passenger coming to Nepal via those countries or those visiting them within the past 3 weeks would be restricted from coming Nepal from Thursday midnight. The government took such decision as a precaution against the new variant of COVID-19 that has gradually increased in these recent days. The government has decided not to issue on-arrival visa to the foreigners coming from those countries. Likewise, government officials have stepped up surveillance along the Nepal-India border after India reported cases of Omicron variant of COVID-19. District officials of Bursa informed that preparations have been made to conduct tests at the border points after the emergence of Omicron variant of COVID-19 in India. CPN Unified Socialist Chairperson Madhav Kumar Nepal has stressed for the need to free the education and health sectors from commercialization. Speaking at a program organized by the Progressive Nepal National Teachers Association yesterday, Chairperson Nepal said that professionalism is essential in these sectors to ensure the welfare of the people. Leader Nepal argued that teachers are the means of social change and added that socialism is social justice and transformation. He further said that teachers should guide others to stick to good deeds. The former Prime Minister suggested that the state and concerned authorities should focus on teachers' peaks and facilities and promotion of quality education. In another context, he said that they were forced to rebel against the CPN UML as the party was developed by the spirit of loyalty and dedication. The 2-day conference of the Progress Association was attended by school teachers from 73 districts from across the country. Chief Justice Solendra Samser Rana, who was hospitalized for COVID-19 illness, has been discharged from the hospital yesterday. He was admitted to the Armed Police Force Hospital in Balambu on November 29 for COVID-19 related pneumonia and returned home yesterday after recovery. The hospital confirmed the discharge of CJ Rana by issuing a press note on the same day. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. The government yesterday confirmed 246 new cases of coronavirus across the country. The new cases were detected in course of conducting 7,836 tests. According to the Ministry of Health and Population, 347 people recovered from the virus during the review period. With this, the number of people recovering from COVID-19 has reached 803,716 in the country. The recovery rate is 97.7%. No new COVID-19 death was recorded yesterday. A total of 11,536 people have lost their lives due to coronavirus so far. The mortality rate is 1.4%. Currently, there are 6,921 active cases in the country. A total of 6,579 people are in home isolation, 342 in institutional isolation, 107 in ICU, and 34 on ventilator support. According to the ministry, 175,567 people were vaccinated against COVID-19 yesterday. Nepal and Qatar have agreed to revise the bilateral labor agreement. The two sides agreed to revise the 2005 impact during the fourth meeting of the Nepal-Qatar Joint Committee held in the capital. A report. Qatar has accepted Nepal's proposal for its support for socio-economic reintegration of the Nepali migrant workers who have returned from Qatar, which is one of the top labor destinations among the Nepali migrant workers. Likewise, the Gulf nation has also agreed to further systemize the Qatar Visa Center. Moreover, the government of Nepal has given its nod to establish a training center at all provinces of Nepal targeting capacity enhancement of workers to be hired from Nepal. During the meeting, the Nepali side was urged to lift a ban on hiring domestic helpers from Nepal. In response, the meeting agreed to form a bilateral committee and incorporate the issue in course of revising the labor agreement based on the recommendation of the same committee. The Industry, Commerce, Labour and Consumers Committee of the Parliament has recommended 7 conditions for the destination country to hire domestic labourers from Nepal and directed the government to allow the process only if the criteria is fulfilled. Qatar is learned to have expressed its readiness to abide by the recruitment criteria recommended by the Parliamentary Committee. The meeting discussed about the guarantee of social security for workers, workplace safety, health and insurance policy among the issue. Joint Secretary of the Ministry of Labour, Employment and Social Security, Binu Bajracharya, led the Nepali delegation during the meeting. Likewise, Qatar's Labour Secretary Mohammad Hassan Al, the Qatar delegation. Diplomatic relation between Nepal and Qatar was established 3 decades ago. The two countries had signed the labor agreement in 2055 in a bid to make labor migration safe and systematic. And now the news from economic front. The Japan International Cooperation Agency signed a record for discussions with the government of Nepal for technical cooperation for strengthening speed, production, supply and quality control system project, a report. According to JICA, the implementation period of the project is for 5 years from March 2022 to March 2027. The executing agencies are the Seed Quality Control Center, Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development, Nepal Agricultural Research Council, and the Ministry of Land Management, Agriculture and Cooperatives of Province 1. Issuing a statement on December 3, JICA said that the project will be implemented in Jhapa, Morang, Sunsari and Udaipur district of Province 1. The purpose of the project is to strengthen rice seed production, supply the quality control system, to improve productivity of rice by means of dissemination of quality improved seeds in Province 1. The project also intends to strengthen the implementation of the rice seed production, supply and quality control system in Nepal, the statement added. Even though rice farming contributes around 15% of the national GDP of Nepal, there is still possibility to increase its yield, said JICA, adding that the usage of improved seeds and increasing the replacement rate of seeds are the key to achieve it. According to the statistic, seed replacement rate of rice in Nepal is around 20% at present. Therefore, the government of Nepal has adopted a strategy to raise the percentage to 25%. And it is estimated that the use of improved seeds of good quality will increase its yield by 15%, the statement further said. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. You are watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. Novak Djokovic could not prevent Serbia missing out on the Davis Cup final after he and Filip Krajinovic lost in the decisive doubles against Croatia. Djokovic beat former US Open champion Martin Cilic in the singles, leveling the semi-final tie after Croatia's Borna Gozo won against Dusan Lajovic. Nikola Mektic and Mate Pavic, the world number 1, put Croatia into the final with a 7-5-6-1 win in Madrid. Croatia will play either the Russian Tennis Federation or Germany on Sunday. With the expertise of Mektic and Pavic providing crucial against the two Serb single players, Djokovic said it illustrated the need for his nation to find a strong doubles pairing, and they are to win the Davis Cup for the second time. We definitely need to improve our doubles part of the team. We need to have a double team that is constantly playing together, said Djokovic, who was instrumental in Serbia's 2010 win. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin, and the headlines once again. Government imposes ban on entry of people from 9 countries, steps up surveillance in border areas in view of Omicron variant. CPN Unified Socialist Chairman against commercialization of education and health sectors says professionalism is essential to ensure welfare of the people. Qatar urges Nepal to lift a ban on hiring domestic helpers. The two countries agreed the revised 2005 Labour Pact. WHO offers hope in fight against Omicron, says measures used against Delta should work for the new variant. And Croatia beat Serbia in doubles to reach Davis Cup final. World number 1 pair Mate Pavic and Nikola Mektic have not dropped a set in their 4 wins. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website janatasamachar.com. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.